PWGI gave you their list of top 10 wrestlers. We wasn't feeling it. We keep it 100. So we made our own list.
Hey guys, this is Santi Numerel, and you're listening to Wrestling Behind the Curtain.
You already know what it is.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Chance, Wrestling Behind the Curtain. We here. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff you see in the thumbnail. So we're going to try to get through these things real quick. You know what I mean? Or you can just fast forward about 2 minutes, whatever you want to do. But make sure you join the Discord. It's always popping. Talk all the time. Make sure you get the merch. This ain't the merch, but we do get other people's merch. Make sure you get the merch. It's in the description box. Join the Patreon. It's in the description box. We also got a little partnership going on with the Homage. Shout out to Homage. Sooner or later, I'm going to be showing you the tees. You know what I mean? I'm putting the link in the description box when I wear it. How you can cop them. Show some support. Go buy that. Use my little link. You know what I mean? Get a little discount, whatever. But, anywho, you've seen the link. So in case, for some reason, you're not subscribed, which you should be, you didn't see that I posted this in the community tab or in the Twitter, which you can see right there. That's the Twitter, so go follow that. But PWGI gave you their list of top 10 wrestlers. We wasn't feeling it. We keep it 100. So we made our own list. I'm going to give you the top 10 real quick. You know what I mean? Wrestlers of 2022. Obviously subjective, so if you feel the type of way, put it in the comments. If you agree, if you don't agree, who you like, who you didn't like, who I should have put in, who I didn't put in, whatever you want to do. It's your world. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to go through it quick so you guys can go about your Friday. It's payday. Hopefully you're going to get us some merch, join the Patreon, whatever you want to do. Or you just want to go chill with your peoples. But, even though I am Spanish, I'll probably say his name wrong. But number 10, El Hijo del Vikingo. Alright? Triple A. If you know, you know. If you don't, Google him, put it on YouTube, go check it out. But he did his thing. Reason why he's number 10, I don't watch enough Triple A to know exactly what my man's doing and how much he's killing it. So, number 10 is my man's. Number 9, Josh Alexander. Phenomenal year. Phenomenal. Go check him out. Like I said, YouTube, Impact, do whatever you got to do. But Josh had a phenomenal year. Number 8, should be no surprise to the real supporters. But to some of y'all that don't really watch wrestling, you probably don't know what's going to happen. Carmelo Hayes. One of the 3, maybe 4 reasons NXT survived whatever Nickelodeon era that was. Carmelo is a primetime player. Definitely should be getting caught up sometime soon. The man. If he's not going after a bronze title, which is why he lost to Solo, shout out to the cousins, Usos, then he'd probably be getting called up. But anyway, Carmelo had a phenomenal year. And HBK co-signs. Number 7. No doubt about it. Had a little resurgence in AEW, Bryan Danielson. You should know by now, the Dragon can go. Whether you've seen him in WWE, Ring of Honor, Indies, AEW, wherever, Bryan can go. So, he had some great matches, this last year. And he's still doing his thing, obviously, as he's going against Moxley for the title. We can talk about that another day. Number 6. He's kind of like the John Cena of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So when I say his name, you shouldn't be shocked unless you really don't watch wrestling. But Okada. Okada's number 6. Period. He's like the only thing besides obviously my man that I'll say in the list a little later, is about the only thing that's popping in New Japan right now. But number 6, he's a consistent. Number 5, I think he might have. I could have put him lower because as I put on the community tab, like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed, you should do so now. Then a lot of y'all commenting saying he should have been a little lower. I get it. It's all based on WWE booking. He was booked shitty as hell last year, which means he probably lost a lot of matches last year. But the fact that Seth Rollins stayed relevant, continued to create new characters, have good matches even in the loss, tells you a lot about Seth. Seth should definitely be having a push in 2023 because Triple H loves him. So he should be going back to who he really is. His match with Cody was phenomenal. So shout out, spoiler, Cody's not on here. Even though Cody did have a hell of a match with Seth, one match doesn't make a year. But Seth, like I said, the fact that he was still doing his thing, still having good matches, still staying relevant, with pretty much being buried by the booking, Seth is definitely on there. Number 4. Like I said, this is for the list of people that know wrestling, that actually watch. Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder. Number 4. There's no way in the world you can say that you watched wrestling and didn't see Matt was doing this thing from NWA. Is it NWA? Shit. Think about music. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But there's no way you shouldn't say that he did his thing there. He did his thing in GCW. He did his thing. Well, he didn't really do his thing in AEW, but he came real quick for a match. Did his thing in Ring of Honor. No, Ring of Honor. Was it Ring of Honor? No, Impact. But trying to make a case for him. Got my stuff on. Anyway, he had a hell of a run before he got hurt. I think his elbow or some shit. But before he got hurt, he had a hell of a run. So there's no way you didn't see Matt Cardona all over everything in 2022. So he might not get props in mainstream list, but with us, he's going to get his props. Number 3. These 3, the top 3 could be flip-flop however you want to do it. I'm going to do it based on how I feel like it should have been done. But I won't even argue if you have 1, 2, 2, 2, whatever. Number 3, Jon Moxley. There's no way Jon Mox did not have a phenomenal year in 2022. Obviously, he's going at the belt again. Was it the first 2-time champion in AEW? Could be 3-time, first time. Which I think it's not going to go that way, but we'll talk about it in another video of who's going to get it because we know it's going to MJF. But Jon Mox. Oh, spoiler alert, because you might click off now. After doing the list, I did realize I did not put MJF in. No shade, because MJF is amazing. Best heel in the game. He could probably maybe replace someone, maybe number 10 since I don't watch enough of him. But at the time I forgot I didn't put him in. But can't deny that he's the man. Number 2. I don't know how they had him solo in the popular list, but Jay White. There's no way you did not see what Jay White did in the G1. There's no way that you didn't see what he did in Impact, what he did in AEW, the fact that he's holding New Japan down, the fact that he is the champ, the fact that he is probably, to me, the best leader of Bullet Club. Go check our rankings list because we did a ranking of Bullet Club leaders. There's no way you don't see that. Jay White, definitely there. Number 1, obviously my cousin, my oos, Roman. All the hate's gonna come. Why? Roman's so boring. He does the same shit, blah, blah, blah. Roman is pretty much the only thing, per Vince McMahon era, that kept people coming back to WWE. You weren't going to WWE for anything else besides maybe Brock. That is it. Roman carried WWE while the ship was sinking, while Vince was running it towards the end. Period. I don't believe he's going to have that reign next year. Maybe, depending, because there's different stories on if they're going to split the belt, if he's going to drop the belt, if he's going to go on vacation, if The Rock is going to fight him. We'll talk about that again on another video. That's why you should subscribe. But, I mean, undisputed champ. Got the Usos undisputed tag team champs. Got Solo with the North American. One of the best stables pretty much ever. The bodies, you can go through the list, Google if you have to. Go through the list of people he beat. Bryan, Edge, Brock, numerous times. Braun, Fiend, Seth, Finn. Like, the bodies is crazy. So, you can't deny the year that he had. So, Roman by far, well, not by far, because like I said, you can switch them up. But Roman by far, as far as WWE, is one of the only things that kept that going afloat while it was sinking with Vince. Now we have Triple H era. It's going to be a lot of different stuff. You might see a whole bunch of different people on the list next year. But this is our list. So to recap, 10, Alijo. Number 9, Josh Alexander. Number 8, Carmelo Hayes. 7, Bryan Danielson. 6, Okada. 5, Seth Rollins. 4, Matt Cardona. 3, Jon Moxley. 2, Jay White. Number 1, obviously, of course, because of Roman Reigns. 2 people I missed that I shouldn't have missed, but I mean, there would have been at least 11, 12, or I could have tried to figure it out. It's definitely MJF. Not going to front. MJF should have been there. So if you're mad that I didn't have MJF, I totally understand. I get it. You know, put all the nice hate in the comments. And Will Ospreay. Can't believe I forgot him because he had a phenomenal year. And I spent most of the year defending him for his matches and how great he was. And to not put him in, that's on me. But we'll just say he was 10.5 or something like whatever. But like I said, if you're mad about Will and you're mad about MJF, I get it. Put it in the comments. But if I missed anybody else, let me know who I missed. If you don't like somebody, which is probably going to be Roman, Matt, Okada, I can see some of the people you're not going to like. Put it in the comments. Tell me why you don't like them there. Don't just tell me you don't like it. Like, actually make a case of why you don't like that pick and who you would have put. You know, let's debate. But other than that, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Like I said, it's Friday. Get some merch. Join the Patreon. And do what you do, man. Like, share, subscribe. As always, it's Friday. I tell you this every day when we close out. Be yourself. Join the Discord. We out.